Yeah, she's calling back. We're going to try to give her a call again, and then she just added another phone number to the 13-year-old grandson who's possibly with the daughter. Step out with this.
2412.
Check that one out.
614, 617 to hospital.
Also still saying for talking to you. Offender custody. With 10-4 with
morning, everybody. Oh man, it feels like it's been forever, and it has been forever. As much, right? I'm just gonna say, life just kind of goes whoosh, whoosh. Because as much as I was talking the last few shows that I was doing, how I don't go anywhere, and how I'm so glad because the sick bug's out like crazy, and I don't go anywhere. I'm just doing this 24/7, so I'm always at my desk. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not gonna get sick. Yeah, boom! It just went boom on me. So I apologize if this morning I am not this energetic ball of passion, but I'm gonna try. So I want to say good morning to everybody. I'll be back tonight. I do plan on it, but I do plan on it, but I don't know. I've been up since 3 a.m. Couldn't get any sleep. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling like I have some energy, and so I was like, okay, let's do a morning show. Sorry for the last minute notification as well. So I appreciate y'all coming in here and hanging out this morning to start the show. I was gonna go through. The interview room has had some tremendous videos. The last two, very interesting videos too. And I had planned on actually chilling back with you guys and kind of going through each one, but unfortunately they strike your ass. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and watch. I wish I would have took notes this morning. I just didn't have the energy for it, honestly. But I had the energy to sit and listen. Ooh, this is interesting, and I wrote down just a couple things, but I feel like I was thinking we were going to be able to go through like different segments of it, but unfortunately. So I'm going to take some notes and we're going to go through some of the things that they did talk about. One of the things was about the PCA being an exhibit, which it does say Exhibit A, but it does talk about how that's not the real affidavit. And it's like, whoa, hold on a minute. What? Now, a lot of the other stuff that they did talk about when it comes to the university power and their influence and how they've kind of been part, it's all the stuff that we've been talking about for the last 3 months. And it's nice that because when I went out there in November, that's when I started to question a lot of the influence, because before then I always felt that LE had fumbleed the whole time from the beginning when it came to the statements of the community not having to worry, when it came to all the press conferences where the reporters are asking, what can you tell the community that they're safe? Like, what is it that you can tell them that this? And they could never answer the question. It was always taking the totality of that's just part of the investigation, and we're not going to share that right now. But all we can do is, tell the community to remain vigilant, stay aware, the same old shit. And when I went out on my trip in November, that's when I started to really notice, because I used to do home building. I have the experience, and so I started to notice things around the neighborhood, all the mods and everybody that was in the show during those times, the on location shows, knows that I was like, hold on, you guys, this doesn't make sense to me, because we're used to looking at the property and the street around, maybe the PCA, but really it's never like looking at the community as a whole. And when I was there, I saw the community as a whole. It's just like something doesn't make sense. So I started to really question the university's influence and the power. And that's when I started to really feel like, you know what, it's almost like the university told Ellie, you need to tell the community they're not safe, or that they're safe, so that way, we can let our students go home and let them go home to their families, all this other stuff. And then you watch these shows, from the interview room, and it's nice because they're such a bigger platform and they're a stronger voice. And it's nice when we've all been discussing these things, and it's not conspiracies, this is real shit. And when a higher voice like that is basically discussing the same things that this community feels, it's a validation. It's there's more weight to the stuff that we've been discussing. So I want to say thank you to the community for that. I want to say thank you to the interview room too. Very interesting conversations. They also are questioning the university's influence and power, and maybe even, like we've said from November, a lot of influence in a lot of places they probably should, if you catch my drift. But it'll be very interesting when trial comes out. We see who all these people are on the witness stand. Okay. That's why you were there. Why were you there? Right? We get to see all of it. Hopefully, I don't know. I forgot. Judge is going to be censored. I suppose. 49er girl, thank you for hopping in. Ticket number 1. Appreciate you. I'm trying. I do plan on being on tonight, but if for some reason, no promises, but I do plan. Skittles, ticket number 3, so thank you all for hopping in. Sorry if I'm not crazy energetic today. But man, it's almost, it wasn't as bad as that bug that I got for, was it 3 weeks back in October? But man, I just didn't even, I was going to try and even go live last night. I just didn't have the energy. It sucks. I'm tired of this weather too. Ticket number 4, Deborah, thank you. What's up, Caddy? Thank you for hopping in. Freebird, you have to get the book. I know. I would like to. The book states that yes, because remember they had I'm surprised that the interview room didn't highlight the comment I made, because they were highlighting other shit. But it's like I said, the vandal alert was out multiple hours before MPD quote showed up. What do you think their IT department does? Where do you think? Yeah, some of it was happening on Snapchat, some of it was happening on Facebook, some of it was happening on university email. Hello. So what do you think the IT department gets to do? Even on computers that are issued from the university. They see everything, yo. They see everything. Of course they knew. That's why they put the vandal alert. Of course they knew. That's why the Consalvas family was getting called around 1 p.m. and MPD still had 3 hours to show up. The university knew. What? Why was Mr. Green always at these press conferences? Why was the student parent communicator, whatever the hell his position is? Sorry, I'm sick. Whatever his position is, why was he always up there? Why was Mr. Green always at the press conferences? You don't think Mr. Green was around or had a quote representative that was around when it came to the suggestions that the university would offer when it came to? Because everybody knew, even Steve G knew from the beginning, that you even heard it from his mouth. He said he doesn't want Moscow to fall apart. Everybody knew Moscow was going to fall apart. That's why everybody had to have a plan of action. And they bring up a great point last night on the interview room. Why in the hell are you promoting somebody with 2 years, not 2 years experience in what took place, just 2 years as the lead? You didn't have anybody else that was in the force longer than that. And they also made a good point. You're okay, the service, thank you for your service. But like he said, you're trying to get rid of shit. And on the other side, you're trying to keep it. Two totally different ends. Jacqueline, ticket number 7, thank you, appreciate you. Ticket 6, thank you, Freebird. I missed you guys too. I was trying last night. Even the mods, I was telling the mods, I'm like, oh, I'm trying. Yeah, just, what's up, Diana? Ticket 11. I'm trying right now. Yvette, ticket 14. I didn't even drink coffee the last couple days, you guys. Ain't that crazy? I couldn't do it. My stomach. Couldn't do it. John Morgan, ticket 12. Yvette, ticket 14. I'm sick of it too. So I figured we'd do some fresh notes, old notes. We just sit back, have a conversation, go through some of the shit that we went through or haven't gone through. And then we can get back to some other shit. I'm just getting done doing my laundry. I actually did it this morning because I was up at 3 a.m. 4 degrees. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like, I don't even know what the temperature is here. I think it's like 6. I'm tired. Good morning, Deborah. I'm tired. Does anybody know? I know. I want to. I want to get it. But I'm afraid if I read it, we might get in trouble. I don't know. You know, they got them huge lawyers and shit. Yeah, well, you guys see what's taking place. They get rid of the House. Then Chief Fry is going to retire. They're going to promote Dollinger to chief. Then after that, after the trial, all the prosecution, Bill Thompson ain't going to be around no more. Anybody that is privy to the information for the prosecution, they're going to go. You ain't going to see them in Moscow no more. Shit, you ain't even going to see them in Idaho. They'll probably be somewhere else. And then, you know, because Green influences all when it comes to those players. And then when it comes to Mr. Green has a board above him that know all about the shit that Mr. Green. So then Mr. Green is going to eventually retire and be done as well. Listen, you see all these cases, and what happens with all these cases when people fucking retire? That's what they do. That's what they do. Shit goes shady. I mean, shit, look at Florida fire. Look up that case. Guess what? Everybody done fucking retired. Whoop! Why? Now, you can't. It'll be nice to see who's on the witness stand. We'll see you. Ticket 19, Nina. Thank you. What's up? Riddler turns from 60. Oh. Whoa. Dang. How often does it get to below freezing there? Shit. Yeah, very good stuff. Yeah, I mean, I could. I don't know. I don't know if I want to try it. I would love this. It sucks because I would love to sit back. Man, they had so many good points, so many things I want to go over. So I'm just gonna sit back and watch it and take some notes, and then we'll just go over the notes. Unfortunately, I mean, I would love to be able to, because what they both say. I mean, what they both were discussing, and great episodes. It's unfortunate that they have the lockdown on it, because I think it would, the conversations that could spark just from when you listen to little sections of them, and then we can all talk about it together. I mean, be very, I just feel like it'd be beneficial. What's up, Commercial Zone? I can't wait to go through the PCA with you whenever you're available. Let me know. I'll be doing shows. Let me know whenever you're available, because I do want to go through that, especially after what they were discussing on, because I didn't go to school for it. I didn't go to school to do PCAs. I didn't go to school for criminal justice. I didn't go to school for any of that shit. So when I'm looking at Exhibit A on the PCA, I don't think fucking nothing of it. But it was very interesting what they brought up. They're like, yeah, they did a bait and switch. This is not the affidavit. This is exhibit. I was like, what the hell is this? And then I sat back and I listened. I was like, oh shit. Big time. I do have a playlist, University Power. And I think it's got like 4 episodes or something. So check it out. Once I went there on my trip, I was like, what the hell? This is not, why is this community not flourishing when the university is like rolling in money? Hell, you heard all the grants that they were getting last night, New grants. Just, I told you guys from the beginning, we've been saying that they get money from the state, they get money from the government, they get money on all these grants and all this stuff. And they got all that land and they can do all these different things. And a lot of it is agricultural, What's up, Silky? Thank you for hopping in. Like, they get money from all, that's why their enrollment is so, because, just like a telemarketing company. That's why they just hire a shit ton of people, because they need the head count in order to get that funding from the companies to then perform work. So they don't give a shit if you got to meet a goal and you got a certain amount of time to do it, but shit, so come on in, What's up, Chicken Noodle Girl? How are you? What's up, commercial? Yeah, let me know when you're ready. Riddler 17, what's up? Thank you. What's up, Audrey? Thank you for all your work on Twitter. What's up, Memory? We should all do a read along. Well, I'm afraid that I would love to do it and I would love to read it to you guys. I'm just afraid that the university would probably. I mean, listen to what, like, when you got the interview room coming out saying, yo, before we start talking about this, we want to say in any. It's like, yeah, they know what kind of lawyer, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe we could do it at the lounge or something. Because the lounge it's just the fucking lounge, you know? So maybe we could do it at the lounge and then we could discuss it over here or something. We might be able to do something. Oh yeah. When I was there, I was like, I'm driving around. Something don't seem right. Why in the hell? There's it shouldn't look like this. You know, you put a book out before the trial. It is like that other book, While Idaho Slept, right? When we were watching that, and I don't, like it's all this. Oh, the wellness garden, dude. You're gonna tell me that garden ain't gonna be costing that much? It's all gonna be donated. Like they just. I'm afraid about this University of Phoenix, Idaho deal that they got going on. Green is retiring in December. There you go. Everybody's going to retire or go. The prosecution, they're just, retire or they're going New York, LA, Miami. They're going to get as far away from Moscow as possible. Yeah. Everybody's going to be going bye-bye. What's up, AG? Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry, you guys, if I'm not like crazy energetic. Thinkers Think, good day to you. Appreciate you. Yeah, the memorial garden that already has, 800,000. Like, and it's all this. They ain't got to pay no landscapers, designers. Hell, the materials. They're gonna be like, oh, yeah, it's okay. We're gonna donate the sand. We're gonna donate the rocks as our part. It's all gonna be donated. Warden has to bring me onto it too. Oh, damn, be careful. Nasty weather still. 1122 was number 3 land given to them. Yeah, they plus all the land they purchased. You know what I'm saying? Like the go watch the MPD Cribs episode that we did where you see the beginning and then where they're at now, and it was they were begging to get out. Look, we have to try this. Hey, even have the camera like sneak in a question before a transition, like, hey, right before we get to here, right after you get the view of the officer that's like fake typing on his computer because there's nothing on his computer screen. After we do that shot, then I want you to ask me where we can fit another officer. Okay. And then it's a shot to the guy. Nothing on the computer. He's just typing. Nothing on the computer. And then they swing back around to Fry. But where can you put another? Well, there is no boardroom. Like, yeah, they build their asses out of that too. That money, I'm telling you, that it's just like politicians. That money just flows, you know? Hey, do me a favor, do me a favor. Oh, okay. Cash cows. Totally, Riddler. All the football games were crazy. All of them. Crazy. Crazy weekend for football. Yeah. We can only wish. What's up, Julianne? Thank you for helping. You should have retired. You know what I mean? And it's like last night, the interview room episode. I really wish we could be playing it. It sucks. Great conversations. But it's like you can argue reasonable doubt on a button, inside of a button, the most protected part of the sheath itself. You know. But when it comes to the office, the apartment, the car, where and if don't you think like one of the neighbors, because we were out in the parking lot, you know, because I'm sorry, you're not getting all the DNA out of your car at a gas station vent. You know what you're not, or at a car wash. Like you're not. You got to really get into you got to get into it, and unless you have like a chop shop or you're doing it out in the driveway, you know, uh, where you can take things apart and kind of go through it because they took it apart and looked. Somebody would have seen something in that parking lot. It's wide open. And I think somebody would have said, "Oh yeah, I seen. I didn't even have to know the name. Yeah, I seen somebody out there cleaning their car for gosh, it was like all day. On one of those days, no, you, you saw how dirty the car was when it got pulled over. Went between the. Yeah, we actually had. There's gosh, it was we showed it on a couple episodes. We had Tommy on because me and Rory were doing shows together for a short period of time back then, and he actually walked up there when the house was still up. He actually walked there. Gosh, when was that, guys? It had to be like March or April, May, June, somewhere around. He actually walked through there. He was mainly going to the Linda Lane stuff. And I was curious about the echo between the two buildings, back then. I was like, I'm more interested about this echo. So everybody kind of was talking, and then I asked him to walk through there, and it was very interesting because when he walked through there, not only I wanted to hear the echo, how much echo would exist between those two buildings from either side, but also I wanted to see how close it was to the property. Now, I wasn't able to be there myself until I was there myself. But it was very interesting. It's such a narrow tunnel, but the echo was so strong between those two buildings. And really, and even after I was there and I drove up that road, you're just talking literally a couple steps from Queen Road Apartments to the side of the property, and it's really not that much. It's not that far, even in the back lot. Just steps, just steps. Ticket 46, Christina, thank you. Appreciate that. Gators made. Wow. Yeah, right, Eric? What's up, Crystal? Thank you. Whoa, Carrie, you were at the game? That's awesome. Shout out to the Lions. Leslie, CJ, what if he got into another car? There could be two cars when he gets in after. But here's the thing. If he was worried about a clean car, then why would he have waited until December? Then you, I mean, there's not confirmation that he really did truly say. Has there been anybody else? Has there been anybody else arrested? But man, when you're talking about that kind of crime and you're going to involve somebody else, or somebody else is going to be involved for that matter, even if you want them or not, I don't know. I would think something, I don't know. Because say the other person is out there, right? Say the other person that would have participated is still out there. They don't know what Koberger said. They don't know if Koberger talked about him, how much of the involvement, any of this other stuff, right? And so I would think that if somebody else was involved, I think there would have been a plea deal. Because if it was Koberger's position where he's in custody and the person that helped or had a role had something to do with it, just like any of the investigators said, if you're involved in it, think about it. Koberger would have been able to get off the DP ASAP and taken a shorter sentence. Hey, I'm going to take a plea deal because the guy that, even though he wasn't in there doing it, he took part of it. He knows of it. I know who it is. I know who it is. I feel like there would have been a plea deal. If I'm not saying it's not possible, but I don't. I feel like if that person is around, then either that would have taken place, or who knows, that person that might still be out there can't sit back and expect Koberger to be quiet about that other person's involvement either. So that other person can't sit back and trust that, So I feel like something on either side, whether it was Koberger or whether it was whoever would have been in that position to participate, something would have happened, Yeah, everything echoes. Yeah, and shout out. Forgot that it's such a long channel name. Rory. Thou shalt not kill. True crime. And shout out to Tommy too. If you go watch the episode that Tommy was on a couple shows ago, we actually went through that part. Actually, where he walked through. Screw being there right now. It's cold here. I can imagine how cold and snowy it is up there. No, they don't. Oh, thank you, Christine. I appreciate that. Could Brian be a police? I mean, anything's possible. In my opinion, I don't know. I feel like they would protect an informant for who? An informant for who? For MPD, for WSU, an agency. I don't know. I don't really. I just think what took place is, who knows? Maybe he did. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder, like, what this is. I don't know. I asked last night, and there was no answer to it, but because he was talking about how he's been involved in all these different cases and different trials and these different things. And so my question was, is this a normal, like, is this a normal thing? Like, is this typical? Where they just use an exhibit to apprehend somebody the way that they did. And then I'm confused because it's like, well, I hear all these detectives and I hear all these investigators or prior talking about the probable cause affidavit, and none of them even brought up this exhibit thing. So then it's like, okay, what? I'm not understanding this, So it's almost like I don't know. It's almost like they didn't even know what the hell they were doing from the beginning. Like, how does even from when the 911 call was placed, it was before noon. So how in the hell is MPD showing up and they're showing up to the middle of what was already started as an investigation? Like, how does that? I don't understand. What, was everybody from MPD out that morning and they had to call in Idaho State Patrol to show up because the whole department shut down. I mean, I'm not understanding this. I'm not understanding even none of it. I'm not understanding 2 years experience in MPD, which is a bunch of writing tickets for underage alcohol and no reports, and you're catapulted to the lead investigator when there's other officers that have gray fucking hair. Like other officers that have been around a hell of a lot longer than 2 fucking years in MPD. Everybody under that police force, within, if they don't have more than 7-8 years experience, they don't know anything else other than underage alcohol tickets and no reports. So how does pain even become? And then you read the exhibit, and you're reading, I'm going to call it Exhibit A. You're reading Exhibit A, and pain is walking up to a situation where there's already shit that's been going on. So was the whole PD gone that morning? And they, hey guys, guess what? We're going to be gone this morning. We're going to go have a brunch. You know, any dispatch to State Patrol. We're going to go have a brunch and a celebration for a few hours, and we're going to be offline. I mean, I don't understand. I don't get it. A patsy, I'll go first. Yes, I think he's a patsy based on the lack of transparency. Well, and just think all the stuff that Ann keeps asking over and over. It's like I've said, why do like hell, when we were having these shows during the court hearings a few months ago, I'm like, yo, they ain't gonna get shit. What are they? What do we know so far? Shh. We're still waiting. January 26th. And it's crazy because there's already another request filed already. Like, you know why Ann Taylor keeps asking for the same shit over and over. Yeah, since the beginning, because she knows somebody within their own department done fucked up. Whoever fucking showed up right in the beginning fucked it up. And they've been playing fucking catch up the whole time. Putting out fires left and right. Trying to cover up potholes left and right. Sometimes the potholes got exposed. Well, we got to fill it in. And I know what you mean, Commercial Zone. I went out there and I had to do because when I did my PCA route, it was a freaking nightmare trying to write that shit out from left turn to right turn. So I made sure I got it all in order. It was like, man, it gave me a damn headache. When you got Chief Fry saying, when a reporter's asking Chief Fry, do you know how many students were there? He started to do the normal script answer, but then for some reason paused, and honestly, I don't know. Whoa. Now they have to come up with a plan of action. A plan of action. You haven't, yeah, you haven't been here for a while, Eric. I came up with this theory that I felt, when was it? Last fall? Maybe before then. Like this, it was a while ago, about this whole plan of action. I know I made a short video about it, but yeah, it's almost like the reason it took so many hours to even call 911, because I've always stated I don't know how anybody could have stayed in that house after a couple hours. Sorry. And I think that's why one of the people were unconscious, because they passed the fuck out from the scent. But it's almost like they needed to get a hold of the president, and one of the presidents couldn't wake up. It's too fucking drunk. Couldn't wake up. There's a delay. Then you got the delay of coming up with a plan of action. Then you make the calls. Then you figure it. Why in the hell is you're gonna like, you guys, they want us to believe that the dude had a Bissell backpack and cleaned up his fucking, whoops, I left one shoe print. Like, it's suspicious that it's latent in the first place. It means somebody took it out or tried. Wasn't successful. So whose is it? It's interesting. But why are they just focusing on one person? Wouldn't there be, I mean, it's an interesting opinion. Wouldn't they, wouldn't we hear something about it? You know? Like, they took their tip line down. They had it up until December, which is odd. They had it up until December, but they took it down. So, did somebody else get arrested? There was no news of it. So, I don't know. I mean, it's a very interesting opinion. But we never heard anything about second part. Nothing. Not even, we're still looking. You know, we did hear before BK was arrested, suspects, you know, the plural. But after that, they just been hitting it hard on BK, you know. Yeah, I think one of the first people showed up. They're used to, you know, underage task force, you know, undercover vehicle writing up tickets, because 2/3 of the time you're gonna, I mean, who doesn't, I mean, you go to a casino, if you're gonna win 2/3 of your bets, what does that mean? You're doing pretty damn good, right? Especially when it's free money, because you're going around not even clothed as an officer, and you're walking around, and you got a 3 out of 4 chance that they're not going to be of age of drinking, and they probably are, because you're going around frat houses and sorority houses. So you're playing with house money and you win 2/3 of the time. I mean, it's just nothing but wins, baby. That's why, Rosenthal was talking in the Join Us video that you come to Moscow because you could rank up really quick compared to other departments. That's why. Because they have their own little fucking scheme going. It's their own little scheme where they win no matter what. Because how hard is it, for real, how hard is it to 2/3 of the college students are not of age? What do mostly, I mean, come on. So how hard is it to go and drive in a vehicle that doesn't look like a cop car and to not even be dressed like one? And then, hell, you to be dressed like a neighbor walking down the sidewalk and then you're like, hey, you 21? How hard is that? That's why it's so easy to rank up. So they weren't used to, showing up in this horrific crime took place. They're so used to, doing the usual shit and just floating by all this time. They new officers coming. Yeah, man, it's so fucking cake, dude. Dude, why in the hell else would you promote that your department ranks people up quick, or you can rank up quick at a department? Why else would you fucking be pimping that shit in a Join Us video? Like, you're overconfident about it. You don't care. You don't even care if, like, somebody is like, what? You don't even care. You're overconfident about it. It's the quo pro. It's the usual, And then you're showing up where this crime took place, and you're showing up with how, the coroner, how messy it was. Yeah, somebody walked in too big for their fucking britches. Walked in too big for their fucking britches and fucked something up right away. That's why she wants these training records, because she wants to know what kind of training did these fucking people receive. I mean, you can see how the interview room talked about all of the fucking, like, when I've handled over 300 homicides and all this other stuff. You've never, like, you're there within an hour, like anybody who was all inside, you take photographs, even of the frickin', he said, EMS workers, you're taking photographs of their shoes and their boots, whoever walked in there, just to try and eliminate. Then you close it off. Not even the frickin', just the parking lot, maybe even the street. Like, talking about the vehicles being parked there for days after the crime took place while you let snow, like all of these different things. And it's like, what the fuck? Right, tell me. They just returned it back. Well, we're not sure. We just want to make sure the community needs to stay vigilant and aware, right? Anything you'd like to say, Mr. Green? Yeah, the rumors of the early AM hours. Yeah. Who knows? Who says it wasn't one of the survivors that went to go find out what happened and frickin' took a step because it was still dark and was like, oh my gosh, what did I just walk into? And then tried to clean it up so they didn't look like they were involved because they're fucking let's be sneaky. But then hey guys, we got a shoe print. You're going to tell me They didn't even notice it the first time they went through. It was after that. It was after. And you got Mr. Payne not even knowing a freaking dog was there until he reviewed somebody else's body cam. Once I reviewed Nunez's body cam, I noticed that there was a dog. Like, you didn't notice? What? Retires. Like, everybody's going to retire. Watch. See what I mean? That's how it happens. It's fucking small town shady case shit 101. Retire. Oh, thank you. Right. And like Chris was saying last night, Bill Thompson throwing 2 DPs, he ain't been successful. Elected officials. What's elected officials? Influence. I mean, wouldn't they still have the tip line open though? You're going to have it until December, and then you take the tip line away. Wouldn't they still have it though? Sticky stuff. Right. Right. To say, like, maybe you don't know how they left. Maybe you don't know. Because if you go in there to commit the crime, and if you think that you're not going to have footprints stuff, well, let's be real. You're not floating, and you're not on a hoverboard. So they're probably prepared for that. That's why you walk into the kitchen, you got that space to the right. You could definitely have a freaking bag chilling right there. You get done and you take your freaking shoes off, so you're not walking over the same steps you walked over. So take your shoes off, freaking grab your bag. I'm sure there was, and then you got all the footsteps from whoever else was in the property, right? Because you're going to say that they didn't go upstairs either? Come on. That's probably why they couldn't get anything, and they didn't know how the dude left because it was already contaminated when they showed up. How are they supposed to? They don't know. They got all these footprints going in all these different ways. Props to Jay. Yeah. It's always been when he dropped that. Oh, that was such a boring court hearing commercial zone. Maybe we should watch that again. It was such a boring court hearing back then. Oh my gosh. It was horrible. But that is true. And then when we heard that, it was like, I bet it was just, hey, can we see a photo of the car? I mean, we see the shitty map, we okay, the crazy ass DNA, you got them going from here to here, and you know the timeline, and you got all this footage, right? The PCA. Uh, Now we know that the community didn't get any kind of, like what they do in any kind of these situations is they'll release a picture of a vehicle, especially if they know where the vehicle was at, how it was driving all over the place. Can we just see a photo of the car? Can we see a photo? We don't need to give you a photo. And then the sheath was dropped on the bed. Yeah, it's just the best way that I can just, not that it's a similar smell, just the potency of it, you know? So to even like, and this is why I bring it up, just because of the potency, but also think about what smelling salt is used for. You wake the fuck up. You're not sleeping. And that's why I continue to say, excuse me, that you can't tell me somebody's going to be sleeping. You can't tell me somebody's going to be chilling. There's a reason why the neighbor was reporting the door being open early in the morning. There's a reason, because you couldn't possibly. I'm sorry, it's not a smell where where you smell it and you go, oh, let me open the door, it'll go a ways. It's one of those smells where it's like, something ain't right. You know something's not normal. Something you it's a smell that you will smell, and you will have to see, like, it's you can't ignore it. If that's going to wake anybody up out of a shock phase, it'll be that too. Like, it will wake your ass up. That's a good point. How? You got Chris McDonough, or however you say McDonough, whatever. Chris M, saying, yeah, within an hour, you could wake up. And that was when they got it on beeper and he had to call in. We're talking nowadays, you get that call straight to your damn cell phone, man. So you got even, and let's be honest, it only takes 5 minutes to get anywhere in fucking Moscow. And it wasn't like it was the middle of the night either. And why I don't just, and then people go, why don't you give the benefit of the doubt? Well, you do. You know what I'm saying? And then it's shit like this where it's like, how can you give the benefit of the doubt? You would give the benefit of the doubt if shady shit never took place. You'd give the benefit of the doubt if people were never wrongfully convicted. You would give the benefit of the doubt when we don't read the same kind of fucking cases where people were convicted and then exonerated 10, 15 years later when it was looking just like this. So when you have all this shit going on, no, it's called, let's not keep our fucking heads in the sand here. Let's be aware. It'd be nice to give the benefit of the doubt, but and we do, but damn, sometimes it's like, yo, when there's fucking holes all over the fucking road, you gotta at some point go, okay, I think we need to like look into why these holes are here, so that way they don't happen again. Because it's a shame for it to happen to any person or for any victim or family member of a victim or loved one of a victim doesn't get justice because the people that get exonerated 10, 15 years later, the families never, then where's the justice for the families? That's the number one. What's up, Megan Z? Ticket 62. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in. Really? Oh man, Audrey, send it to me if you have those. I would like to see that. Because is that why? Because when Chris M, how do you say his last fucking name? McDonough, McDonough, something like that. I thought the glove was found in the back. The glove that he found. But when they were talking last night, they said that the glove was by the parking lot. So that would kind of be by the dumpster. So I don't know, it's just weird. Let me know if you send anything. What's up, Apollonia? How are you? Oh, thank you for hopping in, dog. I appreciate you. Miley, ticket 66. Interesting. Why do you think let me know if you're not busy, because I'm just doing a fresh notes, old notes. I figured we'd just sit back, conversate about some of the different things, go through some other stuff that we haven't gone into for a while. Yeah. Mark and Betty, nice to see you. Ticket 68. Thank you. It don't. None of it makes sense. None of it. What's up, Kelly Miller? Thank you. Good afternoon to you. I definitely need some coffee. Is that the Batanti? I have that one. Not when I switched, I lost a lot of the. I lost some of the stuff that I had saved. So some of the stuff I had to actually like start from scratch. So if anybody does have, go ahead and send it to any of these links too, in case I'm. Ruby. Freaking StreamYard. What's up, Iris? Thank you. Sorry, hopefully it don't get too loud. I got on this morning too because the crew that's working next door didn't show up at 8 like they usually do. And so since I started feeling better and they didn't show up, I'm like, okay, cool, I can have a show. No, they're still working next door and they just showed up. So we'll see. We'll see if you, because they've been really loud the last couple of days. I thought they were done on Friday, but unfortunately, it's just been getting louder every day. So I don't even know. They must be rebuilding. That print should have not been like, no. And they should have saw it on the first go round. You see it on the second. Ticket 71. Thank you. So if I do have to hop off out of the blue, just understand this because I'm whatever maintenance thing or whatever. I'm still waiting for them. You think that, you think if it's just smoke damage over here, you think they would have showed up over here first. Somebody's like living on this side. You think they would have did that part first and then worked on that next door. That was the total loss since the fire, but it's the other way around. So I'm still waiting to see when my son's. Right? To say you can't have reasonable doubt. I mean, even just with the sheath alone. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate it. Placed on the bed for the PCA. We don't have to talk about it. We already know they're lying. Very distinct. Yeah, it's like how? Not, I mean, just Karen, past the iron. I know a lot of people focus on the iron smell, but it's way beyond the iron smell. It's like way beyond with the brutality of the crime. And you're talking about, so look up some, I'm not going to do it on the show, but look up sometime what kind of biohazardous chemicals are in your liver. Like there's different chemicals that are in your body that once they're exposed to other organs, there's a reason that we're able to eat and drink and do all this in our body can turn it into all these different things. It's because of what the hell is in our body and the chemicals. And some of these organs, if the chemical gets out, it's going to eat our other organs. So when you're talking about these different chemicals and you mix that with the red stuff and the iron, it's because it's a completely different smell. Completely different smell. The iron in the blood, that's not the smelling salt potency. What is those other chemicals in your body that are able to break down and dispense all of these different things that go on in our body. And all these different chemicals need to be able to do this and do this and do this. When those get mixed together, that's where the potency comes from. Not that iron wouldn't be strong, but iron's like here, the other chemicals, It's like way up there. It's like way up there. I keep hearing about that. I've heard about that for a long time. We even had, speaking of the same episode where Rory, um, uh, we some other people on panel had more, had questions about that. I know that there was a discussion back then, but he went and looked around and he couldn't find it. Now, I don't know, to like have a camera placed in the back for bird watching. I don't know if I was somebody that lived there and the camera was on my sliding glass doors and one of them was my room, I would probably have a problem with it. So I don't know. What do you think about it, Riddler? I just don't. I think maybe it was just something that was just kind of started. There wasn't even a poll that we could find. But what do you think about it? Yeah, why I feel like the K bar was Kaylee or Maddie's. In the unknown, probably from the pawn shop. They couldn't figure out who because that person they weren't even there. Pawn shop. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that smells. Please hit the like if you haven't yet. It is the free way to help. Thank you, Nightbot. And if you do hit the like and you know the number, that's your ticket number. Type it in the chat. Call it out. Summoned. Plus, it's a party house. Right, Silky. Get it right the first time. Damn, I'm like 10 minutes behind in my chat. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the public relations firm, right? Yeah. They didn't know what to do. I don't know, Eric. I've had pets. I was that age. I had pets. And if I'm that intoxicated and it's late and I'm just trying to get some sleep, I'm not trying to go sleep. I would have. I could see somebody putting the puppy in the other room. Yeah, it just says that he saw that. Yeah, when I reviewed Officer Nunez's body cam, I noticed the dog. That's when you noticed. It's just my opinion. I feel like the puppy was played with to keep it quiet. But who knows? Maybe the puppy came upstairs, First, it sounded like somebody was playing with the puppy, and then the puppy came upstairs, and who knows? Who? My mic? Is it echoing? Well, I'm not doing call-ins right now. I do need to do some shows sometime. No, there's a call-in number, but I'm not taking calls today. What's up, lady? Thank you for hopping in. Appreciate you. Great shows. Great shows. I'm looking forward to what's the one that you got coming up? Shoot. Sorry. Yes, the one for tomorrow at 2 p.m. I want to share this with everybody. 1 second. Here's the link to it. Is the PCA hidden? Real lawyer answers our questions live. J for Justice tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I will be there in chat, showing some love and some support. So if you guys are interested, hit the thumbs up too already. Let me do it too. Ticket number 3. Hitting the thumbs up. I'll be over there tomorrow. I am too. Because I'm like, wait a minute. There is a little feedback. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Is it a... Oh, that's why. Oh, can you get... Oh, it wasn't my normal microphone this whole time. It was maybe the computer. Freaking settings on StreamYard. Hold on. Can you guys hear that shit now? I don't understand what they're doing. Sorry about that. Now it makes sense. Sorry about the... Damn, I was on an hour and a half with a shit microphone. I don't know where it was recording from them. It must have been my laptop or something. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. I'm sorry, you guys. Like, I don't know why StreamYard does that. Sometimes it'll just totally reset all my frickin' connections and stuff. I emailed the article to you. Ah, thank you. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Oh, thank you. You're awesome. We love you. Mm-hmm. Camera Club. I just never. Yeah, the gases too, Christina. Exactly right. Yeah. Yep. Sorry, I'll try and scoot through some here. Too bad if the door is left open, even when I patient stays. I don't know. The shit that I've smelled, the shit that I saw and smelled. Oh man, I was like, and I was the manager too. I was the one that had to go do that shit. There was no way in hell I was going to ask any of my guys to go fucking do that. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm going to do it. Yeah, we heard that too. We tried, Rory tried looking for that. A pole. You know, there was different things. And I even looked when I went out there. I tried to look around and there was, but I wouldn't expect anything to be there for me. But he was there, I don't know, 6 months after. You know? 6 months after or something like that. Let's see. Eric, if Murphy was with them, he would have. Mm-hmm. That's true, yeah. Someone that the puppy knew. I think the puppy was just probably a lovable puppy, party puppy. It was just a puppy that just was used to strangers, and just wanted to get petted and some love, you know. Yeah, sorry about the microphone. What's up, Knowledge? Yeah, sorry. I don't know why it does it. It's authentic reported. Her tripod too, yeah. Yeah, no. I had only 3 times. 3 times I experienced it. And I'm just like, and one of the times I'd actually get inside. Oh. But that last time, that's the time that I was like, as soon as I smelled that shit from like 30 feet away, I was like, fuck this. Nope. Nope. What's up to Blackthorn? That's what I think. I think that's why I feel like somebody was like, I think somebody's here. Right? Right after you think that the roommate's playing with the puppy, because you're not going to think somebody broke in to play with the puppy. You're going to think it's a roommate if you just hear a puppy being played with. And I think that's what alarmed the girls upstairs. And that's when they were like, hold on. We hear somebody playing with the puppy too. I think somebody's here. You know? That's where I think it came from. Ticket 89. Thank you, Nina. Or the act didn't happen in that house, so no commotion. I don't know. I just want this. I think it did. Thank you. Hope you do too. Sorry if it's noisy. I don't know what. They're bringing in propane. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Take screenshots and save the article. Yeah, right. Oh, Freebird, thank you so much. Hold on 1 second. Let me call out your contribution call out for your super chat, sticker, membership, Cash App, and Venmos. Glad you are back. Have a ribeye on me. Up your electrolytes. That will help you feel better. I appreciate that. I'm actually, after the show's done today, I do have enough energy to make it to the store. I did have a Pedialyte from last time that I wasn't feeling good, that I got this sick, and it was like the non-flavored shit, and it just but I needed some energy, so. And right now I'm enjoying some coffee. I appreciate the contribution. Thank you so much. And I do. I need to go back and get some more. I need to go back and get some more. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I've been doing a show for like 4 hours already, but we'll see. Oh my gosh, knowledge. Crazy football games all weekend, right? Like crazy ones all weekend. Yeah, I got emergency in the bathroom, Pepto, you know. Oh, thank you, Mayor. Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate that. All right, give me 1 second. Let me go. We'll do the switcheroo here. You can see from the new border, the other layover was, it would cover up a lot. That's why I would always have to switch from this to nothing and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I need to just make some new ones, even though they're not as flashy as of yet. I just need to make some new ones. That way I don't have to keep switching shit all the time. So that's why you see this new banner right here. And it's going to be like that most of the time too, just so we can maximize anything that we are watching, whether it's footage or looking at photography or any of that. So there's no pauses for switches and any of that. Let's just have it all right there. So give me 1 second. We'll go ahead and switch that up, and then I'll be right back, and we'll go to share some of these things that you shared me. I appreciate it, and thank you for sending information as well. All right, so this is from Audrey. And let me know what you guys like better. Do you like, because I have a few different versions. Do you like the blue? Do you like the black that transitions to blue? Do you like the red and blue? The red and blue? Just different ones. So I thought I'd just share. You let me know which one. You like the blue, the red and blue, the black and blue? Let me know which ones you like the best. So this one, this is from Audrey. Thank you. It says, let's see, Chapin correction, January 18th, 2023. An earlier version of the story misstated disciplinary actions that were taken against Alpha Pi and Pi Beta Phi sororities. They were on probation for health and safety violations, not suspension. Correction, January 24th, 2023. Because of an editing error, an early version of the story misstated where a knife sheath was Brian Koberger's DNA. With Brian Koberger's DNA was found. The knife sheath was found inside the home where the 4 students run alive, not in a trash can outside of it. All right, give me 1 second. Now, you said you shared it too with Twitter. So give me 1 second. I'm going to share that. Oh, I don't. Wow, I got so many I got to go through on my timeline. It's going to take a minute. Hold on. Let me. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is the do me a favor. Can you send me there's so many to hold on. This is what drives me crazy about Twitter, man. Sometimes it's like so much. All right, 15 minutes ago. So let me repost that. There we go. So here is the Twitter link for that. Black and blue makes the window pop out more. Like that. Can you guys hear that? Let me know. Because it's been really freaking loud the last couple days. And StreamYard is going crazy. All right, there we go. All right, so let me go to the link. Business Insider. So here's the link to this. Thank you, Audrey. Oh, come on. Oh, man, remember that picture? I haven't used that one for a thumbnail in a while. That picture says a lot, you know? All right, it says Idaho murders mysteries linger in Moscow weeks after Brian Koberger's arrest. Private security officer sits in a vehicle in front of the house. Now it says, and this was, when's the date? January 17th, 2023. Moscow, Idaho. As students return for spring semester, this small college town in wheat farming country is still grappling with the brutal unalivings of four vivacious University of Idaho students. A shrine of teddy bears, flowers, and a framed photo collage still stands in front of the three-story home near campus where the three female residents and a male visitor were fatally unalived in the early morning hours of November 13th. On Main Street, a table in front of Mad Greek, a restaurant where two of the victims worked, holds four white candles, each bearing the name of the victim. Madison Mogan, 21, a senior in marketing from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, about an hour and a half drive north of Moscow, was remembered for treasuring her friends and dreaming of world travel, according to interviews conducted by Insider and reports published in other outlets. Wow. You guys have to hear that. Sorry again if you guys do. Kaylee was excited for her planned post-graduation move to Austin, Texas to begin a marketing career. Ethan was remembered for his bright smile, sense of humor, and as a triplet, a love of playing sports with his siblings. Zaina, who grew up in Idaho and Arizona, was remembered for her loving, independent life in college and for her fierce spirit. A server at Mad Greek, the restaurant where Mogan and Kernodle worked and the other victims visited, wore a ribbon of her school's black and yellow colors to honor their friends. So sweet, so friendly, said the young woman who asked inside her to not use her name. Oh my lord, the frickin'. Yeah, if they did have him before he left, why not? Because regardless if they were just college students, the fact that somebody could do that to 4 people, you can't say that they wouldn't have possibly done it to another adult or a child for that matter. So if that's why I don't think that they were onto him until after, towards late December. Because I don't see them allowing. They would have figured out a way, to keep him there. If he was, they would have brought him in to question him. They would have, there would have been something beyond. You're not going to let this person. You would have stopped him from leaving the town, the state. You would have stopped him. You're not going to let that person travel cross country from one side to the other. You got children, women, men, pets, all sorts of fucking all gas stations, restaurants, rest areas alone, like so many. They went to these places in the daytime and the dark. So I don't think they would have let him travel. They would have figured out a way to, oh, you're having issues with your registration or something. They would have, no. That's just me, though. I don't know. Can you guys hear it? Oh, boy. It's like a week and something now. All that work going on over there. Let's not take care of the apartment where somebody's living in first. After nearly 7-week manhunt, questions about what could have motivated someone to harm the students grew even more pitched after the police finally arrested a suspect on December 30th. Despite attempts to make sense of the unalivings, a motive remains elusive a week later. Maybe that's why I'm sick, because all that shit that they're doing, it's kicking up all this shit in the air, Maybe that's why they're... Sorry, I'm getting off track. And questions have mounted about why one of the surviving roommates waited until just before noon to call police after she'd seen a masked man in her home around 4 a.m. Timing of the call, the police said Dylan Mortensen, one of the two surviving roommates, heard what she thought was crying around the time of the alleged murder. In a male voice she didn't recognize, saying, "It's okay, I'm going to help you." She told authorities that she went to her door and saw a man dressed in black and wearing a ski mask coming towards her and froze. But that after he exited, no, that's not right. Walked towards the sliding glass door. In the article it says, "Bet that after he exited through a black sliding glass door she locked." And Ellie even stated that they didn't know. What the hell, man? This is January. Hold on 1 second. This is January. How do you not fucking check your facts? This is January 17th. I mean, the PCA's been out for 12 days at this point. You've already heard this whole time that Ellie didn't know how the person left. So why would you state it in this article? She finally called 911 at 11:58 a.m. after first calling friends over to ask what to do about finding one of her roommates not moving, according to early. Okay. Then there was the haziness surrounding the grisly discovery. Confusion ensued in the hours before the police were called, said another neighbor who identified herself as the best friend of one of the surviving roommates and asked not to be named for privacy reasons. This is fucking crazy. How can anybody fucking sit here and do work when they got this shit going on next door? Damn. These are noise canceling. I'm sorry, it's distracting me. She said she came to the house soon after the crime was discovered and learned from the surviving roommates Mortensen and Bethany Funk that someone on the second floor wasn't moving. What? She. Okay, they keep saying she. Dylan Mortensen. Okay, hold on. Okay, it says she. She. Okay, she. She said, so they're talking Mortensen. She said she came to the house soon after the crime was discovered and learned from the surviving. Okay, wait a minute. Now it says learned from the surviving roommates, Mortensen and Bethany Funk. She said she first presumed the person had ingested something from someone that was laced. It wasn't until after later she learned 4 people she knew had been stabbed and were not conscious. And were not unconscious, but passed. When I was out there that day, I wasn't comprehending. I'm still not. So she said she first presumed the person had ingested something from someone that was laced. She said she came to the house soon after the crime was discovered and learned from the surviving roommates Mortensen and Funk that someone on the second floor wasn't moving. What's up, Mistaken? I apologize if you guys can hear the bullshit going on in the background, because I can fucking hear it. I don't understand what it is. I mean, I've done home shit, and it's been a week of the same where it totally fucking vibrates through the whole property. And I just can't understand what the hell they could be working on that for 5 fucking days with all that same sound. I don't get it. What's up, villainous cupcake? How are you? Only covered nose. Yeah. Some of the thing. This is crazy though. But she is unnamed. So it's weird because some of the article, here's the link for it again. Some of the article talks as in she, as in Dylan, but then some of the article is saying she as in the person that didn't want to be named. So here's well, there for a few days I was too damn sick to even I was honestly most of the time I was just chilling on the couch, sleeping. And if I heard it, I was too damn I would just end up falling back asleep just because I just didn't feel good. I didn't have the energy, so I probably didn't have the energy to really give a shit. But now it's like, damn, I'm doing a show. I'm trying to concentrate here, and it's just like, But it's about let me see. Let me go back to the top and state it again. Let me see. A server. Right? Let me see. Oh, I know it said somewhere. Sorry. Yeah, it's a server at Mad Greek. Yeah. A server at Mad Greek, the restaurant where they both worked, wore a ribbon to honor her friends. So she was friends with them, according to this article. So sweet, so friendly, said the young woman who asked Insider to not use her name. So she's the one that claims so even though the PCA has been out for a couple weeks, they're taking what the friend is saying. So when it comes to a male voice she didn't recognize saying, "It's okay, I'm going to help you." Male voice she didn't recognize. Let's see. But that after he exited through a back sliding glass door. So that could be from the friend too. Hey, she said he left through the door. Okay, so says that she finally called 11:58. Now this makes me wonder if this is from the person that's writing the story or not, because now they're referring to she. Like I said, it changes, but it doesn't. I don't know. It could have been done a lot better. She finally called 911 at 11:58 a.m. after first calling friends over to ask what to do about finding one of her roommates not moving, according to early reports. So that could be like, oh, unconscious person. They took that as, such from the PCA or the Exhibit A. Then there was the haziness surrounding the grisly discovery. Confusion ensued. Okay. So now the story changes to a neighbor. This is I don't know. This is interesting how it's written. So now it's switching to a different person. Now it says confusion ensued in the hours before the police were called, said another neighbor who identified herself as the best friend of one of the surviving roommates and asked not to be named for privacy reasons. So she identified herself as the best friend of one of the... So this is from the best friend now. the best friend of one of the surviving roommates, not the victims. So that's interesting. So the best friend, she identified herself as the best friend of one of the surviving roommates. Okay. So that's where this is coming from. She said she came to the house soon after the crime was discovered and learned from, so this is one of the students that showed up. Learned from the surviving roommates, Mortensen and Funk, that someone on the second floor wasn't moving. So they went up to see. She said she first presumed the person had ingested something from someone that was laced. So just like when you are calling it, so this is, see, this was, oh man, this video was when I made this video. Let's see. About the call when it comes to, yes, unconscious person. So this is from October 23rd. All right. So now this video right here that I'm showing, this is an older video. That goes into the suspicious, the unconscious person.
Very similar to that.
Unconscious person, which if it's called in for something that maybe somebody thinks something, that they took something from someone that was laced, right? You're gonna call it in as such. And that's where the whole law, they get reported as unconscious person, even though it was called in for something that had to do with substances. And then whoever places the call gets amnesty. And I mean, we've even heard it from Enon, right? When we were watching the episode part 2, where Enon was talking about substances, was talking about how he called in for a girl that he was with, and she was ODing, and he called it in, and he knew, hey, if I call it, you're not going to get in trouble. So when it comes to what's being said here, she said she first presumed the person had ingested something from someone that was laced. Well, you know that, especially if you have, lawyers in the family, you know that you could call it in for such and you're going to have amnesty. And anything, any kind of paraphernalia or any other substances, you're not going to get in trouble for, because that is why they intended for that, is so that way people wouldn't be afraid to call in when something like that was happening, so they could save somebody's life. So that is from, it goes from somebody who worked at Mad Greek, talks a little bit about the victim or the survivors, what they did for a couple paragraphs. Then she switches to somebody who is labeling themselves as the best friend of one of the surviving roommates. It says a party house now. Let me get back to chat here.
Sorry. Got the dude fired from People magazine, really? No. This is why I'm saying Dot took pieces of other people's information and put it together as Dot's own story. That's why when we were watching it or even going through it, you can hear different parts. Oh, that was from Enon. Oh, that's from an article. Oh, that's from one of the friends that supposedly knew. Scrunched in together and then added with some confetti. Do you think even to this day, you're not going to be part of a witness list? Give me a break. Give me a break. Ann Taylor's trying to get her client off. Do you not think if Ann Taylor came across the information that Dot was supplying, that Ann Taylor would... Come on now. Come on now. Ann Taylor's not trying to take her time. She's trying to get her client off. And that would have... Come on. What's up, SM? I'm sorry if you guys can hear that shit. That shit's loud as fuck in my ear. All right. The victim's hilly campus adjacent neighborhood crammed with large and small apartment buildings, plus family homes with rooms rented by students, was known as a party zone. A friend and a neighbor of the victims who said they often visited the... Okay, now we're switching to somebody else. A friend and the neighbor of the victims who said they often visited the gray 3-story home with a large balcony and a barbecue and a sofa in the backyard described it as normal girl party house. Several residents of a large brick apartment building next door described disruptive late-night parties with loud country music and numerous visitors coming and going through an unlocked door. See, so when you have a puppy there, they're going to be used to people coming and going, strangers. They just want to get petted because nobody's paying attention to them. Everybody else is busy hanging out with other people. Nobody's paying attention. The puppy just is like, I just want to be petted. Lovable puppy. Police were called to respond to complaints of loud parties at the house 3 times since August, according to reports obtained by Insider. A Lyft driver, Vincent Sheets, said he'd started refusing to pick up or drop off anyone in the vicinity of the house on party nights because he'd experienced incidents in which his car was hit with vomit and people threw objects while he was driving. Really? He was hit with vomit and people threw objects while he was driving. That's why dude didn't want to fucking... Because I've used private rides, and I'm sorry, they don't just take off right away after they drop you off. They're usually switching and going to get their next, ride and shit, right? That's why dude didn't want to fucking... I want to know if Eric ever had puke or objects thrown at his car, and not that somebody would rob. It's dangerous. I didn't want to get robbed. And then in the next article, yeah, it's safe. My wife was the one that was freaked out, right? I wonder if that's why he didn't freaking ever stop. It's because he didn't want to get hit with vomit. Because they're not going to just do it to. They're not going to just do it to Vincent. They're going to do it to all of them. He's doing such a good thing, you know. They were like family. But he put up with that. He said he previously worked as a caterer at several University of Idaho fraternity and sorority houses and couldn't take it. The amount of substances in this was... What? Dude, this is crazy shit here. He said... I mean, this Vincent Sheets, man, you sound like a character. I'm going to start from the top. Vincent Sheets said he'd started refusing to pick up or drop anyone off in the vicinity of the house on party nights because he'd experienced incidents in which his car was hit with vomit and people threw objects while he was driving. He said he previously worked as a caterer at several University of Idaho fraternity and sorority houses and couldn't take it. The amount of substances in this was mind-fucking-boggling, he told Insider, so I quit. Mind-fucking-boggling. I bet you're a character. Gonsalves was a member of the Alpha Phi sorority. Kernodle and Mogan were members of Pi Beta Phi, and Chapin was a member of Sigma Chi. The sororities were on probation at the University of Idaho in the weeks after the unalivings for health and safety violations, according to the University Greek Life website. Health and safety violations are about concerns regarding risk management, alcohol, substances, or hazing. Traumatized and scrutinized. Give me 1 second. Yeah, well, in one article, in the first article, he stated he was afraid he was going to get robbed, and that's why he didn't. That's why he didn't. Because he was afraid he was going to get robbed. So, in Moscow, some of the victims' neighbors speculated that Mortensen might have been intoxicated at the time of the unalivings and therefore did not respond appropriately to encountering a strange man in her house. So that's some of the victims' neighbors speculated. But the house was known for frequent guests and noisiness in an area known for rowdy parties. Neighbors, too, were used to late-night disturbances. Matthew Moy, 22, a neighbor and a friend of Mortensen's, defended her against criticism. So he's another guy that's probably standing outside. She has been through one of the most traumatic things you can go through, and people are attacking her. He said, when you're in a stressful situation, you might not act how people think. Normally, people call 911 right away, especially if they're a friend. At closing time on a late October weekend, Kaylee Gonsalves hired a Lyft driver, Dakota Kidder, to drive her and Madison Mogan home from a local bar. Okay, from October. They had spent their They had spent their night, as they also would on the night of the murders, at the Corner Club. The popular watering hole is a small windowless haunt made of gray cinder blocks where 20-somethings sip cocktails made from Mike's hard lemonade, twisted tea, and rum. They were nice, they were not like sloppy drunk or anything. They were great writers. Kidder told Insider they even tipped. Okay, so this is crazy. So is this the day that Eric wasn't giving him a ride? Because according to Eric, well, there's two things according to Eric. One thing, he didn't really know him. And another one, he knew him like family. They had spent their night as they would on the night of the crime. Let me see here. They even tipped. Okay, new detail. No further connection. I'm just kind of skimming that because this is the article from January, so it's talking about new details and it's just going over stuff. Okay, hold on. What? So, hold on here. Right. Okay. So there was, for hours before and after, Washington State University police and Whitman County Sheriff deputy were posted outside the suspect's apartment because of a bloody hit and run reported at 11:40 p.m. on November 12th that sent two pedestrians to the hospital with serious injuries. Now that's the dark SUV. Turner Gardner, 26, told Insider that a man had been thrown from the road and a woman lay face down screaming. Now, when we watched the body cam part of that, we could hear them screaming. It did not show when he showed up there, but you could see him like showing up. It didn't show what was taking place after. It was horrifying, she said, of coming upon the scene just before midnight on November 12th. I heard a screech and a loud bang. Another witness, Audrey McKenzie, 25, told Insider it was scary. Within 24 hours, police had Carmen E. Fernandez in custody. The 19-year-old Kappa Delta sorority member was charged with vehicular assault and DUI, according to police and press reports. But first, there was a manhunt, right? They were looking for the vehicle. Cell phone data laid out in court document shows. The police were there the whole time. Jose Mercado, 19, a student who lives in a nearby apartment with a view of both Koberger's building and the accident scene, told Insider. Well, yeah. Okay, so they're just talking about the crash. See a suspect at ease, a community on edge. And here's the link for this if you don't have it. Just kind of skimming through the rest of it here. Yeah, and some of them aren't there anymore. Especially the night before. Well, yeah, and I wanted to share a post from AG as well. When it comes to the vehicle at the grub truck, and it's not even a truck, so it'll be interesting to kind of go into more of that. Let me see. One of the students, an arrest but no closure. The last unaliving nearly a decade ago, 2015. We're a little we're a little town that's really freaked out and in pain. Well, yeah. And they did. That's cool though. Normally, and I want to say thank you, Audrey. Normally, you don't see articles that do this. Shout out Business Insider. Normally, you don't see this shit. They got a correction. I mean, you should really, like, I understand you got to get the clicks, but they should have that shit at the top. But shout out Business Insider, because this was January 17th when this article was written. They updated January 18th, correction, and a correction a week. That's shout out to them, Business Insider. That's awesome. Whoa, what happened to Pawn Stars guy? Pleads guilty. Goodbye. Pleads guilty to what? What'd the dude do? What'd the Pawn Stars guy do? It's not good. Very interesting, though. There's different. I need to save this. There's like different people that are discussing. We're going to go through that later tonight, I think, again. Just different parts of it. Very interesting article there. Thank you, Audrey. Here's the title. Business Insider. Yeah. Like, oh shit, they know what I'm doing. They're onto my plan. Just the presence, period. All right. Let me check my. So let me see here. Let me know if anybody did send me something. Let me know where you sent it. I'm looking at my email. I'm not seeing anything in email. Let me see. Interesting. Yes, Mishy girl, that was an interesting I wish I could show you parts of the interview room video, man. It was such a good discussion, and I wanted to have it with you guys. I just didn't take any notes. I was just relaxing, trying to get some rest, but my brain was just tuned into the show even though I was laying down. I'm like, damn. We'll watch it. Can't do it. Let me see here. More Enon stuff for later. All right, let me see here. Now, again, I want to share this. I'm going to be hanging out over here tomorrow. I think it's 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. J for Justice's show. 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. I'll be hanging out over there in chat, watching her show. Idaho4 is the PCA hidden real lawyer, answers our questions live. So if you're bored tomorrow afternoon, come hang out with me and chat. And I'm just going to go show support and love. What's up, Sandra? Thank you for hopping in. Ticket 104. Do you ever hear about Cassie Jo Stoddart? Murdered by 2 of her high school classmates while house sitting in Bannock County, Idaho. I don't think so. I don't think so. That name is not sticking out for some reason. What's up, Dre? Ticket 106. Thank you. Yeah, especially if they're your friend, you know. To my Gmail a while back ago. Oh, I get so many emails. If you still have it, if you don't mind sending it again, let me see if I can. I get so many emails for my Gmail. It's easier to send them. Let me see. Yeah, I'll have to go through my email inbox after the show. I'll be able to, unless you're able to send them to me again, I'll appreciate it. Otherwise, it'd probably be sitting here, me digging through emails trying to find it. I wanted to say shout out, Caddy. Thank you for sharing this link to us. This is when it comes to the university's crisis resources. So they are having book signings. Damn, I wish I could go for a book signing. C. Scott Green and Temple Kenyon, you know, co-authored, right? You know what that means? Somebody sat back, asked Mr. Green a few questions, and wrote the book and gave 50-50. Look at that, man. They got a picture of the little bands that was used for the Memorial Garden too. You're so concerned, and these students mean so much to you, but a year after the crime took place, you still don't even have more of a drawing than a 4x4 square on a piece of paper, but yet they meant so much to you, huh? In 2019, the University of Idaho was in a severe financial crisis. The U of I had operational and unrestricted net position deficits that, due to employee contracts, could not be fully addressed in one fiscal year. The U of I had no plan to address the fundamental reasons for the declines. The university was in trouble to the tune of $20 million in the current fiscal year alone. It was, we have to fix this now. And I mean right now crisis? What? Uh-huh. Yo, your university is pumping funds. What are you talking about? How would... And this was just a few years ago? Leadership group, university houses, comprehensive campaign working group, Brinker Rock Creek Ranch, McClure Center for Public Policy Research, Public Health Crisis, COVID. Oh, faculty, staff, infectious disease emergency response, capital crime crisis, when evil visits your... Yeah, right here. It says when evil visits your campus, speculation sows fear. Invoking the university's crisis management policies was the first step to begin disseminating information to the university. All the communities surrounding the two college towns sat stunned, shocked, and scared. The hardware store saw a marked uptick in the sale of deadbolts. Moscow, Idaho suddenly became known internationally as media from all over the world converged on Moscow. The town was ripe for a clash of cultures. The straight shooting, trusting Westerners in the big city take no prisoners, national press. But at the U of I, the team remained empathetic but circumspect, staying on message. Not only do the sororities and the frats have a plan of action that they have to have when it comes to situations like this, it looks like the universe, I guess they learn from mom and dad, right? The university also. Has a policy. Arrest made in King Street homicides. They got the press conferences. We will remain. Our vandal continues. Cancels class. Nice. Here's the link to this. These are all the communications. I'm not sure if they still exist. We'll have to click on them and see, because I see the one for the press releases, which I know doesn't exist anymore. Is it going to show us? Yeah, watch. They didn't. Whoa, hold on a minute. Whoa, it just showed it. Did you guys? It's fucking showing it. What? Holy shit, it's showing it? Oh, no way. Oh, no way. Holy shit. I can't believe this. What's up, Emily? I can't believe this. What's up, Anna? Hold on a minute. Is it back up on the actual website? No. Are you fucking serious? Look at this. It doesn't show up here. What the fuck? It still shows up on this website. How is that happening? What's up, Beth? Does anybody else know this shit? Oh my gosh, I just clicked on. This one right here. I'm sitting here going, yeah, that doesn't exist anymore. You click on it and you're just going to see this. Oh, no, no, no. You come to this website and you click on that and you get to see that. Wow. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, everybody. All right, let me do some exploring here. This is crazy. So why would it not exist here, but it exists here? So let me... Wow, this is crazy. Can we... Oh, I'm afraid to click on anything because I'm afraid it's going to go away. Monday evening, Blaine Street incident update. I'm afraid to click on anything. View all news. Is providing the following information. Let me... All right, let me see. Who is not? Oh, come on, let it work. Come on, show up. It's not gonna, is it? Oh, no. Okay, so you click on something and it doesn't. Oh, shit, nothing's working. Whoa! Okay, what's this? What? It's working. No fucking way. No fucking way. It's working. Yo. Yo. I can't believe this shit's working. That's the last one. Okay, so September, October. So there's no September 12th. I can't believe this is still on here. How does this even happen? Like, it's supposed to direct you to the site, and for some reason it's not directing us to the site because we would be getting this instead. Okay, so let me go back. Can we go back and be okay still? No way. Okay, let me give it time. Does this show up? Let me just click it. Is this? It's still loading. Hold on. Wait. No, it's... Please don't be unresponsive. Don't go away. No. No error. No error. Okay, there we go. All right, now let me click on this. Who is not to be believed to be involved? Click one time. Come on, take me. I can't believe this shit's still up. Isn't... Hold on. Let me just let it sit there a minute. Maybe it'll just take a second. Yeah, I don't get this. I thought it was gone. I thought it was gone for good. It's not. For some reason, it's here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to not display any comments, and I'm going to kind of just go through each part and just frickin' forget screenshots. I'll just have a certain part where it just records it. What's up, Crystal Amber? Hey, hey. Please don't be. What's up, Danny? I can't believe this. So I'm going to remove my face so we can get the whole thing. Hold on a second. I'm going to do a little bit of exploring here. Sorry if you can hear that. I'm going to be on mute for a minute. It's loud again. What's up, Mary? All right. So if you go to this website, and here's the link. All right. And then you scroll down. And even though we're going to be going through this one later tonight too, even though you don't think, because when you go to the website, it shows this. It's gone. You come here. It's right there. So, and all the links work and everything. So it says right there, crime tips. What's up, Joni? So you got crime tips, a summary. And that's what I never understood. This was never fixed. Used a private party for a ride home from downtown to arrive at their 1122 King Road residence at 1:45 a.m. when they specifically have the grub truck in the description. So if you're talking about the grub truck, that is fucking loud, dude. My gosh. So they're talking grub truck, but yet they still never corrected the time. Believe the roommates returned home by 1 a.m. Autopsies were conducted November 17th and no signs of SA. All right. Now it's going through assigned resources. Investigators 22, 20, 2 behavioral analysis unit agents, Idaho State Police. Right there. All right. Frequently asked questions. So, two surviving roommates, male. Whoa. Oh, wow, it did show up. Oh, sweet. Okay, so let me go to the... Whoa, that's a lot shorter list. Wait a minute. This is a lot shorter list than what there used to be. There used to be a lot more. Like a stalker, remember? Wait a minute. Why is this so short? Yeah, she said she had to wait until they were done. Which is like, wait a minute, I thought you're supposed to show up right away. The date. Oh. Oh, I didn't even notice. Oh, shoot, let's skip ahead. Oh, no. Uh-oh. So November 25th. Whoa. So in just a couple days, they kind of changed the layout. Let's see. So that's when they added the male. Kaylee and Madison called. They added that from the 23rd of November to the 25th. What happened to the dog? On the night of the incident, so the dog was there. Why has no forensic information been released? Currently being processed. Anytime there is the public in danger, anytime there is a crime against a person, there is potential danger to the general public. However, detectives believe these murders were targeted. As always, stay vigilant and look out for one another. Okay, so doesn't that mean that the public's in danger? Anytime there's a crime against a person, there's a potential danger to the general public? So, yes. Oh my gosh. What's up, Margaret? This freaking noise, man. Yeah, if I go past the 25th, it goes away. Let me try it again. Yeah, November 26th, it goes away. So anytime up until November 25th, join the team. Uh-oh. Don't go away. Join the team. Come on. Come on, work. Don't go away. Oh my gosh, this noise. Outstanding compensation. Student loan forgiveness benefit package. National Night Out. Team approach. Let's see. Let's see. Fraternal order. Let's see. Captain Roger Lanier. So you can call Captain Lanier if you're interested. Message from the chief. Let's see what the message from the chief is. Come on, work. All right, let's see here. Oh, no, we don't want the status error. Message from the chief. On behalf of the dedicated men and women of the Moscow Police Department, I welcome you to our website. Thank you for your interest in our agency. Let's see here. We have a unique opportunity. That looks like the guy that pulled over Gray Hughes. Each and every member of the police department. James D. Fradd Jr. Well, this is nice. Like, we can actually go through it and check out different parts of it. It's a little slow, though, but that's okay. Yeah, we're gonna, no, it's all gone right now. This is what you see if you go to this website here. And I keep getting, let's see here. So here's this if you want the link. And you go through it yourself. There's the link for it. Signed resources, all the well, up to November 25th. Now there was a longer list of this. So the 23rd, this was added on the sometime between the 24th and the 25th, about the mail that Kaylee and Madison called numerous times. That's crazy. And then here's this too. This is the original link. Communications also. Now it doesn't have the Paradise Path September 12th report on there. Where was that at? That was on here. So let me see. Yeah, right here. If it'll let me go here. Oh my Lord. What's up, Steve W? Ticket 119. Appreciate you. Yeah, during his PCA route. Yeah, during his PCA route. And then he was like, because I actually watched the body cam of it, the actual body cam. And he was like, yeah, I'm not one of those YouTubers. First, he told the officer he was doing a live stream. It's like, why are you even saying anything? Right? Hey, guess what? I was distracted, officer. Right? And then you're going to be like, yeah, I'm not one of those YouTubers, all the conspiracies and stuff. Like, he was going to let you off. And he's like, I hope I get a warning. Next thing you know, tickets being printed out. Oh my gosh, noise here. All right, so let's see here. It goes November 1st, October 21st, October 19th. October 19th, Paradise Pathway Lighting Project Phase 2 begins October 24th. October 10th. Low air quality. That's weird. So there's got to be... Hold on. There's got to be... Hold on. There's got to be... So I wonder if we can go back on this thing and go to before they took it away. The Paradise Path. Let's see here. Not press conference. We want... Let me see. Plain Street incident. Suspicious activity. Female informed that she saw a male in the front passenger seat of you. Okay, so that's... What? What did I do? No, I want to wait. Don't go away. Don't go away. What happened? No, don't go away. Let's see. Monday, November 22nd. Just before 5:15 p.m. last night, male in the front passenger seat of your vehicle. Female who was with her sister slammed the car door and ran screaming from the car. Heard the girls screaming. They checked the area, but the neighbors told responding officers that they had not seen anyone in or exit the vehicle. A passerby informed the sisters of seeing a male chasing them and left before speaking. They were unable to confirm these details, and the officer was unaware of this information during the time of the call. Police checked the area. Officers contacted a male matching the description, but later learned he and a friend had just returned from a restaurant. The male approached the sisters to help. The male withdrew and waited to talk with officers when accused of being involved. Online reports created immediate speculation. Okay, so... What's up, Beckles? So, hold on. Let me go back again. Come on. Oh, no, don't go away. Go to the daily activity log. All right. Press. Come on. That's weird. Oh, now we're on November 29th. Okay. Whoa. Come on. Don't go away. Okay, now view all. Don't go away. Yes. Oh my gosh. Do they still have... Right there. There's that one. 11/13/2022. 1:08 a.m. Someone blaring loud music and shooting off a shotgun. Ooh, hold on a minute. Let me scroll down. Nice. No, don't go away. Don't go away. Okay, 6, 11/5, 11/2, 11/1, 10/29. A fire at Sigma Chi. Let's see. 12/20/21. Whoa, it goes back to... Whoa. We're missing... What the hell? So it goes from December 30th, 2021, and then resumes October 17th, 2022. So why? What's up, Cheryl? So why was... Yeah, it is, Beth. So this is back on November 16th. So November 16th. All right, let me try and go back and see what happens. Do I have to wait for this whole page to reload? I do. September 27th. Okay, this is before the crime took place. Oh boy. See, September 25th. They took that shit away. Oh, here we go. Shit. $9.18, $9.17. Come on. Give me $9.12, baby. Give me $9.12. Where's it at? Noise complaint. 500 block of Queen Road. Okay, where's the September 12th? Let's see, here's the 12th. Is there here, let me just, maybe there's more after that. Let's see, the 13th for the 12th. So let me go to read on. Maybe it'll have more. Damn. Damn. Whoa, hold on. It just did something else. Can I go back another day? Let me go back again. Don't go too far. May 23rd. No, that's too early. Damn. That's too early. September 27th. So it's... Okay, this is what don't make sense. This is before... So the Paradise Path should be on here. But it's not. And this is September 27th. This is before the crime even took place. So why would they have a reason to get... Why would they have a reason to get rid of it? I'm looking for the Paradise Path event that took place. And because all of this stuff right here, if you go to November, if you go up to November, everything from May 21 to October of 22 is gone. So I'm in May, or I'm in September, which is before the crime, so why would it not? Am I remembering the date wrong? I thought it was September 12th. Paradise Path. Am I remembering it wrong? Maybe I am. Maybe that's the date, right, everybody? September 12th, right? You know, remember Girl, the Paradise Path with somebody that got threatened with a knife on Paradise Path? I could have swore it was September 12th. I sent you the 911 call. On Twitter? Hmm. I'm not seeing it. When did you send it? Yeah, I need to explore this some more while I'm doing the show so I can just have the actual recording of me kind of going through it. And that's even better than pictures when you can actually kind of go through it video wise. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can find that. Is it an email? Yeah, September 12th. Was it 9/16? I thought it was September 12th. Let me look. 9/16. No. Intoxicated person. That's at the grub truck. Um. Hmm. Whoa. Polk Street. Somebody threatening to throw themselves off a balcony. No report. Why would you not make a report on that? Don't you think you'd need to make a report in case the person wants to do it again and you need to fucking report them for doing it multiple times? What the hell? Where was that? Polk Street? Where's... 33 stories. Okay. Let me try another date here. Thank you, Audrey. Happy birthday, Nina. Yeah, that book, right? Yeah, September 2022, September 12th, I thought. Which I'm surprised. Why would it not be on there from September 27th? Now, this is from November 16th. 11/14, 11/12. Wonder why somebody was shooting off a shotgun that night. Here, let's go back up here. I think I got enough without that. All right, let me go to Twitter real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna have to explore that. Let me see here. All right. Thank you, Audrey. And then here's this. Let's see. Let's see. 126. Complaint. Call 331 change. In Tesdale. Incident 22-MO9896. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let me see here. Yeah. 1947, so that's 7:47 at night. Man pulled a knife on female and her sorority sisters when they were walking back from Crumble. Officers responded. Report taken. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I know we have shows too where we've kind of gone through different things that aren't available anymore. It's just finding the episodes. I'm sure, man. I know we could go to the old shows from a year ago and probably find everything that. Actually, you know what? That episode that I was talking to Valerie on was discussing that. Hold on. No, we already watched that. I'm not going to play it again. Turned himself in, yeah. And then they found out that, yeah, they had nothing to do with it. Sure. All right, let me see if there's anything breaking. If not, I'm gonna hop off. We're gonna go into this some more tonight. I'm gonna see if there's anything breaking. See if we got any. Has there been any documents dropped? I'll double check. Also, let me see here. I'm not seeing anything breaking. Let me see if we got any new docs. And sorry, I'm not my energetic self that I normally am. I'm still not feeling good, but no new docs. Or if I'm kind of slow or delayed, I do apologize. Yes, I'll definitely be going over it later tonight some more. I'm going to be digging more into it. Just seeing what's available, what isn't. It is kind of interesting though, like why on September? Why on September was this not? It was gone. But it couldn't have been gone because when Valerie and I were going through it last year, I think it was the 29th of November of 2022. It was on the incident report log. So why wouldn't it show up on this one? Yeah, they're not doing as much next door right now, but they were a little bit ago, and it was getting freaking crazy. It was getting crazy. Let me check a couple more things. I thought about playing some of this Nancy Grace episode tonight too. She just the murderabilia. I'm just like, damn, that's a crazy word, murderabilia. Some of the shit she says. Yeah, they did. The guy supposedly turned himself in, and they determined that he wasn't connected or a threat. We're going to be going over this again some more. This, well, actually, it's this University of Idaho page, and then because it's gone, I was like, oh, let me click on it, and then I clicked on it, and everything popped up, which gave us all of this. So I'm going to be going through this page later tonight as well. Just kind of exploring, different dates. It is crazy because you go from September 27th to it just takes a while to navigate on this thing. Is it gonna go? Yeah, it's waiting. Yeah, we're gonna kind of explore this a little bit later tonight too. So probably just be another fresh notes, old notes episode. Nothing specific as of right now. Just kind of chilling back. We're gonna get into the Enon stuff here again, probably tomorrow. November 16th. So I think it's the 25th. That's where everything disappears from 2020 to, let me see, 15. I want to go through all these too. I want to look closer at these these incident reports. Because I never really checked too much of it out. And then what I might do is I might rewatch that episode with Valerie in between, and then write some timestamps down as we are kind of going through the log from back then as well, and then kind of seeing if I see anything on that either. December 2020 to December of 2021. And then October of 2022. So it just, all of the ones that are on there in September are gone. And everything before that, because shit, the last date before October 2022 is December 30th, 2021. Suspicious writing found on house. Yeah, this shit's crazy. We'll go through it later tonight and some of the other stuff as well. I would like to show a couple things from True Crime Overtime with Rosie. And then kind of there's a hidden true crime video I wanted to go through too, where it was, I think they did this video like a month after the crime took place. And when it comes to their his expertise, when it comes to the psychosis and everything like that, I thought it'd be very interesting to kind of watch it again and hear what they have to say a month after the crime took place, when they didn't even know who or what. So I think hearing what they have to say a year later is going to be very interesting as well, especially when it comes to the type of person who, the experts that were out talking about the person that probably, the profiles and such. And then maybe a little bit about this private driver, because I kind of want to go into some more of that private driver stuff. So if you do have anything for tonight's show, you can send it to Discord, Twitter, Gmail, or even Instagram if you'd like. And go ahead and send it to me. I will shout you out. Yeah, I was supposed to have her on yesterday. I apologize. Wasn't feeling good. We're going to have Rosie on towards the end of the week. We just have to kind of recalibrate on what works for her. So we'll be having her coming up on the show here in a couple days. Thank you, everybody, American Princess, and everybody that hung out. Sorry for the late last-minute notice. And I'm feeling like everything's going to be all good for this evening. I don't want to make promises just in case, but in case I'm kind of go the other direction. But I think everything will be all right. I feel like I'm okay so far. And I don't feel like I'm like completely out of energy, so that's a bonus too. So I'm going to go ahead and put a notification out for tonight. We'll do another episode of Old Notes, Fresh Notes. And we're going to go through some of these old logs and some of this old information, whether it's the shows and the website. And also there's a couple interesting videos I wanted to share with you guys from True Crime Time with Rosie. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out this afternoon, this morning. I appreciate you. And like I said, go ahead and send anything if you want us to go through it. And we'll see you this evening. I'll go ahead and put a notification out here in a minute, and then we'll be back tonight. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate your patience. I missed you guys, and I'm sorry we ain't been here for a couple days, but I think I'm past that bug now. So not past it, but I actually got some energy. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. We'll see you tonight. And man, this is going to be interesting. Let's go through it. If you want to go through it and you find something, send it to me as well. See you guys later tonight. Appreciate you.